Tonight also I wrote a song called On the Road. I'm just reading what I wrote all night. There are better things coming than what I wrote all night. Coming straight from the mind to the voice, with no hand intervening. Left New York, 1949, to go across the country without a dead blame dime. Montana in the cold, cold fall, found my father in a gambling hall. Father, father, where have you been? You've been with a woman since I was only 10. Dear son, he said, don't worry about me, I'm about to die of bluesy. Across the Mississippi, across the Tennessee, across the Niobrara, home I'll never be. Home in Omadora, home in Turkey, Apalachicola, home I'll never be. Better or worse, thick and thin, like being married to the little woman. God loved me just like I loved him. I want you to do the same just for him. Worms eat away, but the worry what'll win. The worms eat away, but the worry what'll win. So I left Montana on an old freight train. The night my father died in the cold, cold rain. Rode to Opelousas, rode to Wounded Knee, rode to Orizaba. Home I'll never be, home I'll never be.
Jack Kerouac is dedicating this number to lovely, beautiful, skinny, shapely Sue Evans with the beautiful box. In the evening, ain't we got fun? Sweet little baby, ain't we got fun? Don't you know? Everybody's happy. Everybody's going into the island. Oh, somebody knows it. Sue Evans, dedicated to Sue Evans. Ain't we got fun? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Baby, ain't we got fun? Should they be, baby, would sing with me. Hang around in my town and sing with me, baby, sweetie. Oh, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. All those strange old people, wappa-do-de-do-do-do, they're having troubles in old London town. Oh, eat cold roast beef and Worcestershire. So they have the cats in Chelsea. Oh, they're happy in Paris. Oh, baby, baby, ain't we got fun? Oh, the ba-be-boo, super-do-do-do. Words have no meaning. This is dedicated to Betty Lombard. Come rain or come shine, saw the ocean by the sea in Florida. I'm going to love you like nobody loves you. Come rain or come shine, happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Yeah. Things may be clouded or dizzied. We'll find a whole lot of weather. 'Cause I know, oh baby, won't it, won't it, won't it, just a little bit. I'm going to love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine, happy together, unhappy together. Won't it, won't it, won't it, won't it, won't it be fine? We're in and we're out of the weather. I'm gonna love you only, oh baby, rain or shine. I'm going to love you, of the weather. We're full of lonely get-togethers. 'Cause I love you only, baby, rain or shine. Ooh, baby, rain. This is dedicated to Doc Klein. When a woman loves a man, she's as happy as can be. When a woman loves a man, she's crazy. And I know, and you know, Babu Badu, the woman loves a man. She must be completely irrational. Something's wrong with her because she loves a man. I don't know what bridge she tried to cross. She tried it, tried to run away. She ran as fast as she could go. Yes, she ran. Couldn't get across that lonesome bridge. 'Cause when a woman loves a man, so happy, he's almost mad. Ooh, that man is happy, 'cause a woman loves him. That's what they're doing right there. Yeah, yeah. She thinks she's playing all that strange music in Provincetown. I've hitchhiked, we've hitchhiked, we know all that strange new town. Swap-o-do-de-do. We picked clams, we made lobsters, we had red sweaters, everybody's there. When a woman loves a man, okay. This number is dedicated to sweet Jerry Newman, my angel. Sweet Jerry Newman, with all his sweetnesses, doesn't realize that I'm leaving town. I'm so unhappy. Oh, baby Lester, I couldn't be less happy. You know that I'm playing music and singing all afternoon. So oh, why don't you play? Why don't you play for me? Don't hang around and drag me. I'm just like Billy. I want to hear the music. I'm like leaving town. Like that girl, what's her name? What's her fame? Sapo do 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 do. Baby, sipo do 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 bubble 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 do do. Sapo do 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 do. Slio bubble do 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 do. I'm sitting in the woods in North Carolina, dreaming of my ultimate dreamhood. Oh baby, I'm leaving town. Don't hang round, ain't gonna be back. I'm like Joe Williams, I'm gonna leave this town. Ain't never going to show around. Ain't gonna be back. Goodbye, goodbye, I'm leaving this old town.
Finally, I went down to Mexico right after that, and I wrote these Orizaba 210 blues. It starts off with a poem that says, "Ah, monstrous, sweet monsters, who spawned the chalk? God? Who godded me? Who me the God? Chalked thought, and me sank down to fall. Ah, che, cha, hoot, e. Wheat, why you, sweet monster not loved by mama dears? Hey, call God the mother to stop this fight. They said, someday you'll be lying there in a nice trance, and suddenly a hot brush will be applied to your face. Someday the undertaker will save you. Ah, monster, sweet monster, who spawned all this God? Ah, Martha, Mave, Bing Bang, Ah, Martha, Ah, me, Ah, John, oh, Ah, John. Oka John, where do you work, John? Ah, John, how do you William the Conqueror this morning with your height old ote? Nay, sight less worse. Erp. The spur that did nape at the wick, the whack of the horse's piniard. So up heaved Pegasus to rape the Sirens, and black bastards hold out their arms. Well, one was called Boston Kitty. He was a one-whack artist. Hold down the rope on the boy and slip his violons in the store. Boy. This Turp, then, he was smart. His wife was bloomer hiding, dress thief, best in New York, boy. Aye. May the wild queen that wanged over men with pipes and iron board trays. Aye, the movie about pair? Where? Heard all about it in Dawson last night. Boys was a-tellin' the stove of the night, a hair. Robert Olson me that, Mrs. Blake. Pollyanna me that, Matt. Baker me Mary, me Eddie. Something about life. Feed me T-bone steaks off cows was allowed to be et by men and maids and pomfrenet. Poignardy me, that hurt. Slip me the knife in the chest, pet. They'll cut off my arms and my lows and legs, and my Peter Orlovsky Clay's old soul shall say, "Oh, Edo me no more." Ah, Moidness 2 movies was railroad in debt. Ah, turpitude and turpentine and serpentine and pine. On me starvale, could I see majesticing mightily on the rail of heaven, hailward highs and whitang. Montana, me mountain, me Madonna, me high, me most marvelous marvel that held over the pie, me sky of the Denver valley below, me that me, me that me, me that me no more. Bang! Long trucks. Break glass in the dog barking street. Bang! Whir! Ta-ta-ta! Ta-ta! Me that was weaned in the heaven's machine. Me that was wailed in the wild bar. Called fence. Me that repeated the meter and lost 2 cents. Me that was fine to be hind and refined. I. Me that was woo-hee, the owl. Me that was eyed and betied by the eyes and the glasses and the place and the night brown beer. Me that was matled and dreidled and dragged. Me that was zarmoned by murder, Macree. Me that was blarneyed by Maggie Cassidy. Me that was loved. Me that was hay. Me that the sunshine burned out every day. Me that was spotted and beshattered by Marcus McGee. Hey, listen, you poetry audiences. If you don't shut up and listen to the poetry, see, we'll get a guy at the gate to bar all poetry haters forevermore. Then, if you don't like the subject, the poem that the poet will read, Gene, why don't you try Marlon Brando? Will open your eyes with his cry. James Dean is dead, and we all, who ain't dead? John Barrymore is dead. No, San Francisco is dead. San Francisco is bleak with the fog, and the fences are cold. Old San Francisco, so old. Shining garden on the end of the gate. Great plastic garden full of poets and hate. Fine wild bar place with high floating dandies. Portuguese, Filipino, and just plain old dandy. Mandy tending the bar on the Brothers McCoy, 6th Street near Mission. A white-capped sailor goes lonely the road. And Market Street on Sunday there's nobody broad. And OIC Cliffside with electrical magic message that me gives out and sending Einstein. Me and McCorkle sit there eating in the Dharma. So we booted and we brained every seedy wet cold hill and walked by rubber gardens behind telephones of shame and came out mid the flowers of heaven's O gate. We treed every boner, kited and committed, long-tailed and self-floored, and worked 78 to Del Monte and back. Crashed Lux Perpetua and tied up the mate and dumped him down in Chinatown to vegetate. Those cooks could clue garbage and discover entrails of babies made by negresses against fences of taxis. 'Cause soft the mysteries lie in Eglantine, and Tathagata nous dit toujours, pas de secours, pas de secours. Soft pie-tailed bird dog sing-song Charlie the poet from High Masquerade is about to shake the reins from his empty head to deliver a blurbery statement about bubbles and balloons. Balloons, oh balloons, 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 oh balloons, balloons, balloons. So when the rain falls on the Concord, and grapes are growing in New Hampshire, mud hides wine bottles of green and gay delight. When it rains in Mexico, oi oi oi, the swish and plump and drenching Zapoteca, big fat lump cacti growing in the night. Slip slop the sleeps of cats by the fence, and arms my youth, cry women to the passing Americano oi. Hate and oído, old San Francisco is going to go. Red, white and black and blue, the pistol was tender when vines hummed and donned explosives of surrealistic pensioners. Dish rags have faces, flashlights have hate, pine trees are sweetest to sit and meditate. The Holy Virgin of Heaven saw us in the rainy first morning. These poems were written in 1956 in Randall Jarrell's house in Washington, D.C. when Randall Jarrell was poetry consultant of the Library of Congress. And when Randall Jarrell said a very strange thing to me. Looking over my great unrejected, rejected manuscript of the Subterraneans, he said that it would be very popular. I don't think that he knew there was poetry in it. But the point of his saying that it was not, that it would be popular was that the point that he was trying to make was that it had no poetry in it. Anyway, while I was sitting in his house, and he went out with Gregory and his wife, Randall Jarrell's wife, to Cleopatra's Needle to honor Robert Frost or some damn shit. I was left alone with Randall Jarrell and his two young daughters. I wrote Washington, D.C. Blues. Nobody knows the knowing that can't be known. But if they only knew, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wish everybody knew what I have known. It'd feel good this afternoon. And if Celtics was pronounced Celtics, our names would be Sarawak, Sar, Sassady, and Sorso. When Gregory said, "I'm going to write a letter to Hope," I said, "Write a poem to Hope." Editor's footnote: Hope is the name of Surah, a girl he always writes about called Surah. She calls herself Surah. Surah is a verse in Muhammadan liturgy. Her real name is Hope Savage, and she's from South Carolina. And they had a dog called Shatsi, and I wrote a poem. Shatsi is a Daskund. Shatsi is a Daskund, whose name's Darling Treasure. Shatsi means Darling Treasure. Shatsi is a Daskund, whose name's Darling Treasure. Can't run in the weeds, being too low. The fog on High Street shows the world is plain. Look, Buddha's here, that rocking chair. What a dream. Show us your face, Lord. Don't hide behind my hair. Come on, God, we're getting pooped. Mankind's wild vibrations like ants being stingy, stealing grades. Fame is putting down your friends to hear Chaplin sing, and they get even with you by sending Christmas coffins containing skeletons with red lips and detachable plastic tails. My mind is gorgeous, yours is glorious. Some minds are dry, even though the juice is kind the juice. Juice is always kind, juice kind. Hidden Unhappiness America, watching your cute TV, dealing with the mud bowl with dreary newspapers with no news. Ah, son, don't stir in my mistress's loins till I say snap, and God's agreed to end the world. Then though bored we'll have blank orgy, because ants and men don't look good, though the looking is relative and rocks can't see. But oh, my sweet son, don't move. Huh, please, God? Snap your finger and stop the tourist world of culture fools. Let no pretty girls get fat, or thin girls die. Let not kind fathers cry, because the laughter'll die, or eager mothers laugh to show they get the joke. Or even bleary, drowsy French Malays, fools like Baudelaire me. Ah, Jesus sweet, I wish your crush had been made. The world is nuts. Horses put up with big hat cowboys. Egypt sneers at Mexico. Medieval louts hate Renaissance drives. Historians complain that Hindus don't care. Popular songs put down big Purcellian carol ears. And my name isn't Mona. This poem was written long before I met Mona, Eddie. Polio, peanuts, teenagers, the wrench. Multiplicity so much. In New York, nobody cares. Nobody reads, looks, listens. All talk. A million eager long talks because of convenience, mutual interests, wallets. Snap. I don't want it. Because I ain't me. Philip Whalen, I love you. You're a poet. I think you have the poor method of telling the truth. Poorly's never tellable. Life and death are heaven. We're all in heaven now. Real when we are, real when we're not are. Unreal when we live, unreal when we die. You wouldn't see the giant fish cat and the lesser cats if you didn't have 5 door and a 6th sense think door. The pussy cat is roaring on the imaginary concrete. The concrete wall's imaginary. Same reason not imaginary. Reason. Duality. Beware of concrete. My 5-1 father fancy lassies saved me from the grass of Sunnybrook Farm when Noah's steamboat blew up at Plaster Falls, Ack, 1832. Everything is the same because nothing has 2 poles. That is, positive and negative, electrodes, and one thought versus the other make illusion show, so gobble. The alchemists are murky. The alchemists act. The alchemists have a scientific child. The alchemists are sand. The alchemists of Israel watching stars. Alchemists, natural, all's natural. Eat. And I am bored by the antique shoppies of High Street, Georgetown. So bloody cute I yearn for old Warsaw, or Orlovsky's St. Petersburg, Russia slums. I yearn for Lafcadio's Brooklyn accent. And the screams of the demented, soldier-chased Babylonians make me think. All will end, it's transitory dust. For a little pain won't hurt no more. And then the golden eternity will prove nothing ever happened. So rest ye blissful citizens, plaster. Bare possible Jerusalem, hairy Herod, strange kings, newborn mad dogs, sick. Lowering Toledo, drew El Greco, lump oil woman in the pass under pale railroads, Van Gogh do rejoice. Gregory gasoline, Jack kerosene, Jacob bomb, red rat, black bastard. Joel bicycle, Noah need, Alan explosive, Gabrielle dynamite, Leo tiger, Lynx liver, Child trap, Helen Weaver, Helene adored, Lafcadio God, Mary voice in the night. Think you the Virgin Queen needs to bomb? Think you the Pope is sore because of baby doll? Think you my cursed leg is near to Bethlehem? Think you I was a thief in Joel in London? Think you shelter's no better'n a misty tree? Think you a Christmas tree's worth $10? What think you, Sabuti? I think it's all a crock of shit. Think you the answer ever answers? Those who live to see? Ask the prayer. To Randall Jarrell. Dear Randall, sweet man, heaven sing to you and wear my coat. And I'll wear yours, and we'll share graves in infinity. Made of gold, behold, forever stellar, forever passing through. We'll see the angels hold, we'll see without haste, the star beholden, because we looked and talked. We'll, you and me, and everybody, forever be the same ecstasy. Behold, heads. To Neil Cassidy. Dear Neil, before is lost that which is called Jack. Let Jack, by that name, and with this violin hand, express his love of thee and everybody, Neil. The fairy tale of God is sweet and seemly, and adore thy Lord God, Neil, Neil. Bless thy children cribs, and bless thy foot, thrice broken, 3 times slashed. Bless thee, Neil, man, while art called Neil. Robert Giroux, presently the editor at Farrar, Straus and Cudahy. You are a crafty Jesuit, Bob. You are a smart, intelligent, strange, rich editor of big houses. And you commuted with books like an eager Jersey boy, and married sadly as I marry, sadly, sadly marry. So go marry, sweet Giroux. Wert thou vinegar, I'd call you sweet, 'cause I believe in you. I think you are the secret Pope of America, and nightly bless us all. Foot, Adeline Foot, Vinegar Meal, Strange Docks, Fort, Flag of Bronx, Words of Color and of Care, Words of Hope, Words of Good, Seats in the Assembly, Programs, Bicycle Microphones, Cartoon Concerns, Foot, my foot, Black Tube, Black Hair, Tick-Tock, Go to the Toilet. Now here are 2 poems. The first one was written carefully, and the second one written carelessly. The first one was written carefully and revised to be a real rhyme. The second one was written about the same subject carelessly. So, number 1, careful rhyme. Had the moth more care than a craftsman's hair? It would take so long to butterfly its song, if the moth revised. Whoever heard of moth buttering its cloth with cankerous changes and cat fur manges? Whoever thought a moth would sit and reconsider the better way to troth an affiance so bitter? As evening's burling gaze upon this capillary maze sit and pester readers with magic pleaders, so doth the moth revise. Now the same thing done carelessly, spontaneously. Nobody knows the moth as well as I thought. I read a poem about the loom and found the baby full of IC. I think the quiet, gregarious Gregory held my piet in the lavatory. But as for me, I dig thee, O careless rhyme. Oh, tick, tick, who wants to rhyme? I want toilet paper in my hair. And so you see the whole thing comes out, I think, better than the careful part there. Because poetry is not a careful thing. Poetry is lamb dust. Poetry is lamb dust. Gentlemen, I rest content in this exile, I've my own way. I love you all. Don't burn my ears. I will leave schools, go into exile. I prophesy it. Danilova's name ends in over because she's a woman. Man of the Washington mist, one-eyed beard, singer of records, lover of old art, Beethoven. I love your house, Randall Jarrell. I'll be back with whiskey bottles and Ezra Pound. The end of Washington, D.C. Blues.